What is going on, legends? It is your boy King Aryan, and this is where you can find the finest tips on making you an improved Apex Legends player. In this video, I will be covering how to deal more damage in Apex Legends Season 4. And if you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing and liking the video if it did help you out. Otherwise, let's get right into it, man. Let's go. Welcome, legends. Are you struggling on getting more than 2,000 damage per game or less? Well, don't worry, King Aryan is here with 5 tips to make you an improved player. Alright, legends, for the first tip I have when dealing more damage in Apex Legends is understanding damage in the game. When you play Apex Legends, I feel your weapon loadout is a key factor to outputting more damage in your games. So what I have here is some damage charts for you guys right over here. We'll be going over assault rifles, SMGs, and sniper damage on Apex. Now, as we look at the assault rifle damage charts, pulling it up right now, you can see the top 3 ARs to use in my opinion are the R301, Flatline, or Havoc, but I prefer Havoc over anything, especially in Season 4. It clearly deals the most damage to inflict on your enemies if used correctly. Don't get me wrong, R301 and Flatline are dominant as well, but a plus on these ARs is they don't have the charge up like the Havoc does. But the charge up is definitely something you have to manage while using the Havoc, but also very rewarding once you understand the timing of the gun. Moving on to SMGs, my top SMG weapons to pick up in Season 4 are most definitely the Prowler as of the R99. Prowler did get a buff in Season 4, but it is very rare to find the hop up for it. LOL. If anyone relates, comment down below hop up struggle. But my go-to SMG, like I said, was the God R99, which did receive a nerf in Season 4, but I feel like the gun is still dominant. And looking at the damage charts, it's still up there with its damage, making it my #1 go-to weapon. Reason is you don't need a hop up for the weapon. But no, seriously, comment down below if the struggle is real for the hop up. Alright, moving on to snipers. I absolutely love sniping, but when trying to deal more damage in games, I feel like the sniper will set you back a lot. But if you only find snipers for loot, most definitely try to pick up a DMR or a triple take, as they are dominant in the mid-range gunfights, especially for early rounds. Alright, legends, hopefully you guys understand what weapons will help you get closer to dealing more damage in Apex Legends, and I hope I give you guys a clear loadout of what to use when trying to deal more damage. Alright, moving on to the next tip. Alright, legends, for tip number 2 I have is mastering movement on Apex Legends. I feel this is very important when trying to deal the most damage possible, because this will not only help you move around the map a lot quicker, but also get those third parties on deck. Also, you can get some nice timing on teams that are rotating the map, so you can deal the damage to your enemies before they do in the encounter. But not every game is perfect like that. There are some times where you just need your movement just to step away from a team fight because you either got caught up first by the enemy and you're really low and you just need to skedaddle out of there and heal up and proceed dealing more damage after healing. This is why movement is key. If you got the movement to survive those gunfights or those sticky situations, it will help you stay alive in games much longer. Therefore, the longer the game is, the more time you have to deal more damage. Alrighty, legends, hopefully you guys do have some decent movement. I will be putting up a movement video coming up very soon. Put in the comment section down below if you guys are interested in seeing a movement guide by King Aryan. Otherwise, moving on to tip number 3. Alrighty, legends, for tip number 3, I have good gun skill. Without good gun skill, there's no possible way for you to deal damage in games. So if you're looking for high damage games, keep in mind that you need to be in the majority of the fights that are happening in the map. So your gun skill needs to be absolutely cracked and ready to fry anybody in your sights. I feel like every player has the ability to have insane gun skill, but it does take a lot of hours and hard work, but nothing the firing range can't help out with. Respawn has a great design on the firing range to help you improve your shot. It's good to practice for yourself to hop in the firing range and shoot some bots and targets for about 15 minutes before hopping into an Apex Legends match. Besides the fact of gun skill, I feel like positioning has a big impact when you are shooting your enemies. So before entering a fight, always make sure you have high grounds, since it is easier for you to deal more damage to your enemy, as your line of fire puts you in a greater advantage to winning the exchange. Alright, legends, tip number 3 is going to wrap it up. Good gun skill. I do have a couple videos on improving your gun skill on Apex Legends. I will be coming out with one on Season 4 very soon. Also, leave in the comments down below if you guys would love to see that. Otherwise, let's get right into tip number 4. Alright legends, moving on to tip number 4 is being absolutely fearless. Before playing an Apex Legends match, watch or listen to something that will motivate you to dominate your lobby. This will play a key factor in your gameplay and will also hype your teammates up to do better and help you encounter more gunfights in the lobby. You want your teammates to be focused because, like I said before, you are not going to have a perfect game every single time. So if you do get knocked or even thirsted, you want your teammates to clutch it up and get you back in the game. So be sure everyone's energy on your team is at 100% and play competitive with each other. Set small goals with one another to make each other get better at the game, and you will most definitely see those numbers move up. And the more gunfight encounters you guys do have, you will see yourself being less fearless, entering into those more intense gunfights, and you coming out on the top to dealing the most damage in Apex. Alright legends, wrapping up tip number 4, let's get right into tip number 5, the final tip. Alright legends, last tip is landing where there's a lot of people. You want to understand what side of the map the ship is going to land on. You don't want to go anywhere where there's not going to be too many people. Like I said, you want to be in the most gunfights possible when you're playing Apex Legends. So try to land not on them. I'm not saying land on the team, but land somewhere far where you can grab your loot and just move toward your enemies and start dealing damage as soon as possible. And try to pick your rotations off as you're jumping off the ship. This way you don't waste any time, so you know exactly where to go after your next gunfight. Timing is so crucial. The more time you waste, the less damage you're going to output in your game. So you and your teammates can discuss exactly where you guys want to land and rotate before the match even begins. If you and your team get used to this nice small habit, you will see yourself inflicting more damage into every single Apex Legends game. Alrighty legends, I hope you guys did enjoy how to deal more damage in Apex Legends in Season 4. I hope this did help you guys out. If it did, please drop a like on the video and comment down below what tip was your favorite tip. And that's going to wrap it up for me. It's been your boy King Aaron, man, and I'm out, man. Peace. Catch you guys in the next one.